What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Real Fan Sports. My name is Zach, and I'm here with my partner, Nonpfixion. What's up, brother?
Sorry, just started coughing.
Damn.
Start coughing automatically. See, told you. Every time we press record, I start coughing. I ain't coughed all day. Ain't coughed all day until I sat in the damn chair. But besides that, I'm cool. How about yourself, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Look, we've already subseeded the amount that we wanted to get in order to do part 2 of this video. We knew we were gonna do it anyway, but everybody was like, "Damn you! Why are you making it a 2-parter? Just do it all at once." Look, guys, y'all know we can yap. As you can see, we're like 40 seconds in. We haven't even started yet. If we did a 40-minute long video, y'all probably wouldn't watch the whole thing. So let's go part 2. Every F1 driver explained in 22 minutes. Let's get it.
Tire management, whereas Oscar can pull off unexpected results whenever he clocks
on the
in.
last clip.
Pierre Gasly is honestly a driver.
Damn, bro. Wait. Oh, did they call him the hair good? I was about to say, why did they do that with that man's hair like that? That's disrespectful.
Pierre Gasly is honestly a driver I can sum up with just one long sentence. And that being an extremely talented Frenchman that is friends with a lot of other drivers, is able to rizz up all the ladies, but we all know at the end of the day is gay for Yuki Tsunoda. Enough said.
Okay. And that's all we get to know about Pierre. That's it.
That's enough said.
Enough. That's all the knowledge you need. All right.
The rookies of Formula 1, aka the new guys, which include Kimi Antonelli, Oliver Behrman, Gabriel Bortoleto, Isaac Hadjar, Jack Doohan, Franco Colapinto, and Liam Lawson. Now, the reason why I've categorized all of these drivers together is because they all have one thing in common. They are all pressured by the media and fans to live up to a certain standard. This can never be more true. Kimi Antonelli has to fill in Lewis Hamilton's shoes in his debut with Mercedes. Oliver Behrman is pressured to be just as good as Kevin Magnussen or Charles Leclerc. A lot of people have been comparing Gabriel Bortoleto as the next Ayrton Senna. Franco Colapinto looks a lot like Senna as well, so there's those comparisons too. Liam Lawson has one objective: survive as Max Verstappen's teammates. Isaac Hadjar has the pressures of being a Red Bull driver. And
survive is crazy. That's crazy work. That's a lot of pressure, man. Dude, guys, let us know. Is that how it is for most of these rookies, where instantly as they come in, they're automatically being compared to either try and replace a great that they're taking the spot over for, or they're getting compared to other legends in the game because of yada yada yada? Like, they can't just fill into the mold that's set for themselves, or are they instantly just pressures on? Let's go.
The kid who joined Max Verstappen, he got to have immense pressure because Max has won so much.
Yeah.
So if Max stopped down and you the next thing in line, you better win. The day he leaves, you better win that day.
Right. Crazy work, man.
Jack Doohan entrusted his F1 career to Alpine, which is like the equivalent of trusting an electrician to fix your plumbing.
Submerge it and then plug.
Why did I think that was the guy from Suits? I forget his name. Have you ever watched Suits?
Oh yeah. I know.
The other lawyer.
Psychic dude.
Yeah.
Oh. So I guess
now, when it comes to their personalities, they are all great people. You know, obviously there's a lot more to uncover over the years of their careers, and I know this category is obviously going to change over the years, but I'm basing this off of the 2025 grid, and hopefully some of them manage to remotely survive. Alexander Albon, a Thai driver with a backstory enough to make someone a villain, but he's actually the nicest person you'll ever meet.
Let's talk about me, Alex Albon, number 23. Try and stop me getting past. That's fine. I'll get through on the grass.
Alex started as a Red Bull driver who had multiple good results ruined by Lewis Hamilton.
Has Hamilton troubles here as he turns in? Oh, and Lewis Hamilton makes contact with Alex Albon and forces it the long way round. Norris goes the long way round. With Lewis Hamilton.
Then he gets fired by Red Bull in 2020.
I would blame that fully on the kid. I'll put some of that blame on Hamilton too, right there. You saw what was coming.
The young one, though, man. It's always going to be. It's why our insurance so damn high when you first start driving. That's why the cops, when they pull you over, you always getting a ticket. Once you turn 25, 26, they'll be like, all right, look, I'll let you go with a warning. That shit don't happen when you're 16. They're like, suck it up.
Form as well as Max, but came back to F1 with Williams in 2022 and has been doing great. Alex is just overall a really jolly and likable dude, and also he's part of the 2019 rookies, which include George and Lando, and they've been trolling each other probably their whole lives.
George, you are so bad!
And with that clip right there, it brings us to George Russell, a driver that manages to become a meme without even trying.
Welcome to Skibbity Toilet Baku, my dudes.
And loves posting shirtless photos of himself, crashing on the last lap of a race, and especially enjoys driving into people and blaming them for it.
What the was he doing?
Wait, hold on.
Okay, now that one is your fault, buddy.
Let's take a step back and look at it from a different perspective, George. All right, because my guy is in his own lane.
Them for it.
What the was he doing? Honestly.
He was driving straight. He was driving straight until you came around.
Just cut across me.
Ultimately, an easy summary of George is that he is a really quick driver that can pull off amazing stints, but his ability to magically ram into people or walls out of shithole nowhere makes him not as likable or as efficient.
Why that face? That's hilarious, actually.
Dude, every time I think I got this dude figured out, he pulls out something like this. So simple.
As other drivers. But now we need to fully lock in, ladies and gentlemen, because we're now about to talk about Michael Schumacher. An absolute legend of the sport, 7 world championships and 91 wins. Michael was a beast of a driver in the 2000s era. He was the guy who brought Ferrari to its golden age, set impressive records, and was a great mentor to Sebastian Vettel. He was also integral to Mercedes as well when he came back out of retirement from 2010 to 2012. Unfortunately though, he wasn't able to do well during those times, and later suffered a skiing accident in 2013, which left him with severe brain injuries. Though thankfully he was a great mentor to Sebastian Vettel, who still carries on his energy, and his son Mick Schumacher managed to get into F1 with probably one of the most traumatizing experiences, but you know, it's still nice to see.
Gosh.
Now, Yuki Tsunoda is a driver I'll describe in one paragraph instead of a sentence that I believe captures the very essence of this man. Yuki Tsunoda is a Japanese driver that passionately wants to open a restaurant, got mistreated by Red Bull God knows how many times, and is a driver that easily gets fired up on track.
No, these guys are fucking retarded.
Also, easily the tallest driver on the grid, and is gay for...
How you try to diss somebody and just come off so nice at the same time?
He's so polite with it.
Yeah, he's so polite with
fucking retarded.
Also, easily the tallest driver on the grid, and is gay for Pierre Gasly. I rest my case. Charles Leclerc is a driver that's been tortured the most by his own team. Charles is Ferrari's golden boy. He's been with the team almost his whole career. They've had a lot of ups and downs together. In 2024, there were a lot of ups, while from years like 2020 to 2023, there were probably way too many lows to even remember.
Stay out, stay out, stay out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I am stupid. I am stupid.
Who's that guy? Charles Leclerc!
That's great.
But anyways, Charles is a Monegasque driver who is pretty goofy from time to time. He's unbelievably talented though, being able to challenge drivers like Max, Lewis, and Alonso, making him championship material. And the reason why he wasn't champion in years like 2022 or 2024 is thanks to his extremely reliable team. But at the end of the day, even with all the depression memes, Charles will eventually shine. It's just a matter of when. Could be tomorrow or 30 fucking years from now. God knows.
Jesus.
Kimi Raikkonen, aka the Iceman, is known for 3 things. 1, his extremely calm radio messages.
Hey! Hey! Steering wheel, somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on! 2, extremely thought-provoking interview responses.
Kimi, you missed the presentation by Pele. Will you get over it?
Yeah, I was having a shit.
And 3, the driver who...
Hey, at least he was honest. At least he's honest.
It's like the basketball players that just randomly leave during the middle of a quarter in crunch time or whatever, and they come. They're like, "Oh, they're injured, huh?"
Yeah,
come back 5 minutes later.
I had a cramp.
Yeah, I had to go to the locker room for a cramp.
Who walked all the way to his yacht in Monaco after his car exploded mid-race.
There is Kimi Raikkonen. He's not
That's
even gone
G.
back to the paddock. He's
Yeah,
got his shirt on.
That's
He's on
gangster.
his boat.
That is some gangsta shiznit right there.
He said, "You know
He
what?
said,
F this. I'm gonna get on my yacht."
Top off, sipping champagne in the boat. He's like, "I don't give a damn anymore. We good." And through the crowd too. Oh nah, different. I can only imagine what his like security was thinking, or on the boat. They're like, "Wait, why are you here, huh?"
You're not supposed to be here for another hour.
Come on up, I guess. Yeah, anything we do for you, sir.
Apart from Kimi being a driver who just could never give a shit, he is arguably one of the cleanest racers ever, always giving space to others on track, avoiding crashes. He's also the driver nicknamed Schumacher's Nightmare, which was so fucking badass, making him a very efficient driver on track and also a very efficient person with words.
Push Lewis Hamilton all the fucking way. That's the hardest thing to do. It's not going to be easy.
No. It's more like a hobby for me, so obviously I don't need to do it if I don't want.
Sebastian Vettel used to be one of the most hated drivers in F1 during his domination with Red Bull. After winning 4 championships at Red Bull, he went to Ferrari, and his experience at the team was... You know what? Let's actually not talk about that. Anyway, Sebastian is super charismatic. This dude just has a witty response for everything.
Like that you're not full on the power on that turn. Everybody goes full on that, except you.
Yeah, maybe I'm a pussy, so maybe I'm lifting.
As I've said before, he resonates the same energy as Michael Schumacher, and he's also a mentor to Michael's son, Mick, and ever since his retirement, he's just been living his best life.
He looked like right there. Like
the veterans of Formula 1 are drivers with a certain aura to them that can't be replicated by anyone else. And since I can only name a few, I'll make this fast. Ayrton Senna, a really legendary driver known for his unique throttle technique where he goes... and unfortunately passed away in a racing accident. James Hunt, an absolute baller who slept with 5,000 flight attendants, got wasted all the fucking time.
I believe that. Just by looking at him, I believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, that grin,
flight attendants got wasted all the fucking time, but
still
definitely
done that. Look at that.
He was like, definitely my high club guy.
I can't wait to get on the plane back home. I can't wait.
Won races. Alan Prost, aka the Professor, already a dope nickname, and a driver who could challenge the likes of Senna and was a very calculating, elegant racer. And finally, Niki Lauda, the man who survived a fiery crash, still went on to race like a beast, was an amazing mentor to Lewis Hamilton, and made Mercedes what it is today. And speaking about legends, we now can head into the GOATs of the sport. Now when I say this, I don't mean Michael, Max, Alonso, Senna, or Lewis, but rather Nicholas Latifi, Logan Sargent, and Nikita Mazepin. Although Mazepin is more of a Matt rather than a GOAT. Most annoying asshole of all time, because Latifi and Logan are both former Williams drivers that are very likable, but they just so happen to be addicted to crashing and spinning. Drivers questionably bad where we just have to call them GOATs. Whereas Mazepin has the same addiction, but he's a horrible person who doesn't know his place and touches his friends inappropriately. That if you were to compare Nikita Mazepin to someone like James Hunt, it's like flirting.
Why are we funneling out of control?
Flirting versus harassment. But finally, after speedrunning all of those drivers, I think it's finally time for some
it's just the video is going so good. We just spiraled downhill right there. Everything went downhill during the GOATs debate. Okay, right. Let's see what the last one is. Can we bring it back, Rich?
Starting with Danny Kvyat, a Russian driver who lost his girlfriend, daughter, and F1 career to Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez, a Mexican driver who was amazing until he went to Red Bull. Daniel Ricciardo, a really funny Australian driver, and the same man who beat Max Verstappen in equal machinery, then threw away his career. I just had to say it again, guys, forgive me. And since we're on that topic, did someone say Nico Rosberg, the Monaco-based YouTuber who beat 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, also in equal machinery? But anyways, regardless of my schizo episode just then, another mention is Roman Grosjean, the man who walked through fire. And finally, the last driver we have, Robert Kubica. one of the best drivers to never lift the World Champions trophy. The man who drove tractors his entire career but still managed, and was even able to make the worst car in Formula 1 history look decent. And, we're not done yet, with only one fully functioning hand, which honestly just makes drivers like Nikita Mazepin and Lance Stroll look like disgraces. Because they still have both hands, but somehow manage to drive as if they only have one. Like, what's your other hand doing, guys? Jerking off?
Say you did it with one hand. That's crazy.
One hand is insane. And I love how in F1, anytime they got a slow car, they call it a tractor. That's just so funny to me. It's a tractor. He's driving a tractor. He's went in with a tractor. Crazy work. Crazy work. And as Rick's thing said right at the end there, it says subscribe for more yapping. Make sure y'all subscribe to us for more yapping, but also go and subscribe to Rick too. I know everybody's been telling us the next one we got to do by Rick's has to be the fastest driver all time, or the best driver all time, his coverage of Max Verstappen. So that's going to have to be the next one of his. And we finally did get a couple of good recommendations for Rocket Power Mohawk. So we're going to be looking out for some of those in the future, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And we should be live, like we said, for the Miami GP. Get ready for it.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We're out.